the only way to realize what is an ego is to see it for yourself. For a long time, I wasn't seeing it. At the beginning, I was seeking money, I was seeking pleasure, I was seeking social status, I was seeking some kind of power, and all of these human desires. And it did work for me because I was still living my life from this sense of individuality. So because it didn't work, I started seeking in spirituality, which is really more of the same. But in spirituality, the only difference it's we seek, or I was seeking some kind of paradise, some kind of enlightenment, some kind of awakening that will free me from all of my struggle in a way that will fulfill all of my desire of sexuality, power, all of this, but in an even bigger way. And then it shifted to try to reach some kind of higher state of consciousness. But all of this is seeking. It is exactly the same. I was taking myself for an individual, and I wanted something more. I was judging what is here and now, my actual experience, as not enough, and I wanted something in the future. I was building an imagination of what I wanted, and I wanted to bring this imagination in the present. So I was rejecting what was actually here, and I was seeking a result in my imagination. And it took me a long time to perceive the really child perspective and the foolishness that is involved in this kind of seeking. And when I saw it, I was very disappointed. It was very disappointing because instead of having a huge experience of light, of beauty, and the angels coming to me and rising me up to heaven, I simply saw that experience, you cannot escape experience. You cannot escape this actuality that is here. You are always immersed in experiencing. There is no way out of it. And the very interesting part is that seeking stop. I saw that all my life I have built a very spiritual career. I was traveling around the world and doing spiritual stuff and retreats, and suddenly I find myself completely defenseless. I was defenseless. I was naked. I was simply here, and I simply noticed I cannot escape this moment. I cannot escape this emotion. I cannot escape this sensation. I cannot escape this perception I'm having. And suddenly I was completely here. I was I saw I was always here. And this seeking for something was a defense. I was trying to avoid mostly to avoid emotional pain, suffering, what we call suffering. I was avoiding sadness. I was avoiding fear. I was avoiding anxiety. And to avoid it, the defense that I built, the mechanism that I built, it was seeking something in some kind of future. I become a spiritual seeker. It was easier to be a spiritual seeker than to feel the fear that I was feeling right now, to feel the sadness, to feel the loneliness, to feel my desperation. And suddenly, the seeking was not there anymore. And I was confronted to the state, to the emotional state that was present, which was terrible. That's really terrible. But I thought I have no choice. I have to feel this. I have to sit and feel this emotion, to feel this pain, feel this suffering, feel this anxiety, feel this loneliness, because there is no way out of it. And for, I don't know, 7 to 7 months or maybe a year, that's what I did, almost constantly. I was feeling the emotion, and the emotion were pouring in myself. They were just like a cascade, like a never-ending waterfall, like pouring, and sadness and fear and anxiety and loneliness and this and that. It felt like it will be endless. And it was, I had the memory that it was very hard. But when you see that there is no other way, that there is no other possibility but to face what is actually here, to face the body as it is right here, right now. Well, if this is hard or not hard, it's really not the point. The point is you have to meet, those emotions. If they are within you, you have to meet them completely. The big difference, because I did a lot of therapy and I was a therapist, so the difference is that I wasn't meeting those emotions, those very, very intense emotions, from an individual perspective. I was meeting them from what I am, from this boundless, limitless presence that I am. So it was very loving and I felt a lot of tenderness within it. So often my experience is the ego, it's a defense mechanism that we build to avoid the emotion that is present, to avoid the sensation, to avoid what is actually here. We we build this story of individuality of a person, because it's easier to be hypnotized by thoughts, imagination, interpretation, by the future, by the drama of humanity, than to actually face the emotion as it is, without any definition, without conceptualizing. If sadness is present, you feel completely the sadness. There is the complete availability to the emotion that arises right here, right now. It's a completely different taste. And it was very new to me. And then it got deeper as when those layers of emotion kind of started to be less intense, and I started to enjoy any kind of emotion. And every emotion is an experience of sensing. It's a feeling of sensing. and it has its specific intensity. It has every emotion has its beauty. When you don't hold a definition, and when you don't fight it, every emotion has some kind of beauty within it. And then it got deeper, because I realized that the sense of ego, the sense of individuality, of course, is a thought, but it has different layers. And I thought that there is also the layer of being located in space with the field of perceiving. It presents itself as I am always right at the receiving point of the perception. Yeah, so it's like if there is a sound, the sound is out there and is traveling, and I am somehow, often it was in the head, but it can be anywhere in the body, but I am receiving the sound. Yeah, I am receiving the visual field. I am in the center of this of yeah of this world. I am in the center of it. So then I dive into this exploration in perceiving that I'm having an experience of hearing, but I cannot find the hearer. Where is this person that is hearing? Where is this person that is perceiving? Where is this person that is tasting and smelling? And I couldn't find it, just as I can't find it now. So there is a sense of ego, a sense of limitation, a sense of individuality inside the field of perceiving. And also, it is the same for the field of sensing. Of course, this is when I realized that the strongest sense of identity was not even in thoughts, even if this is where we start often, but it is in the sense of the body. I am a body. There is a solid thing that I call a physical body, and the sensations are coming from that, and I am this body. I live inside a body. And when you start to explore this, it's very interesting, because again, you cannot find a specific entity, a specific person that is sensing. And when you explore the body, the more you explore the body, the more the body disappears, which is the same for everything experience. The more you dive into a specific experience, the more it diverges. The more infinity you find, the sense that if you take one sensation and you dive into it and you stay with it and you stay with it and you stay with it, it will start to dissolve. If you feel your hand, the sensation of your hand, what I call my hand, and you go to it and you feel it and you stay with it, you stay with it, you stay with it, at some point you will see the thought, the concept of hand will start to vanish, and you will start to feel the actual hand, which is a pure vibration that is happening now. And then I saw that this vibration has no difference with any other vibration in my field. The vibration of my hand is exactly the same vibration as my feet or my head or my neck or my shoulder or anything. So in fact, there is vibration, but there is no solidity in vibration. Solidity itself is an experience of vibration. So I fall into this this kind of boundless and timeless presence that we are, that you are. So all of this story, which is a story, right? There's no need to compare. There's no need to try to analyze too much what I'm expressing here. It is more about showing you that when you explore what is an ego, you with sensitivity you will go deeper and deeper and deeper, and the more deeper you go, the more you will have this curiosity, this attraction to go deeper, because there is a deep call of our own presence to go back to your own presence. And our own presence is so free and so juicy and so beautiful and so tasty and amazing and wonderful, and all of the word that you can use, but it is calling us constantly to go deeper, to go deeper, to go deeper. So what is interesting is that by trying to answer what is the ego, the questions start to disappear. The question itself, it's feeling meaningless, doesn't mean anything. What is anything? There is no answer to it. There is right here, there is now. There is presence and experience, and this is it. So this is the beauty of this process. It's you take one topic, one question, and you dive into it, and you dive deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And I never found a bottom. In fact, I'm always finding more. I'm finding more pleasure, more curiosity, more joy, more peace, more clarity. And you can ask, very strange, how if this is very clear to me, how can it be even clearer? Well, because this is experience is infinite, and our presence is infinite. And that's why I really enjoy the one of the poem of Rumi, which say that it say, I am falling in ever whitening circle of light. Isn't that beautiful? And this is the divergence of experience. The more you investigate experience, the more you are diving into infinity. And every realization, it's like the horizon. Yeah, like it is obviously there, but when you get there, by getting there, the horizon is always moving, and this is infinity. This is the limitless nature of our presence, the boundless nature of experience. It's a powerful investigation. And in the next video, we are going to do a small exploration on that topic, on the topic, what is the ego? I hope you will enjoy it.